Sidewalk Confessionals. My name is Jeremy.
And I'm Caleb.
And today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving because as you're listening to this right now, you are 2 days away from Thanksgiving of 2018.
Yes.
I already had my Thanksgiving dinner last night. We had Friendsgiving with my sister's friends. But before we get into that, I posted on Instagram. If you guys don't follow the Instagram, it is jcphoto_outdoor. I'll link it down below. I posted a bunch of pictures from our trip to Asheville, which delayed a previous episode of the podcast, but who's counting? But I said that I was going to make an announcement on the podcast. So the announcement is, it's not really that big. But also, as you're listening to this right now, the video portion of episode 14, I think it was 14, the episode's called Friends with Hobbies. The video portion of that will go up on the channel, the YouTube channel, under the same name as the podcast. So it's not youtube.com/sidewalk confessionals. Because apparently someone already has that.
Motherfuckers.
I know. But I'll also put that link in the little underneath this. But yeah, go watch the video portion, and I'll post more stuff about that on Instagram later. Also, you guys, well, for the video portion in this studio, you guys are going to get a little bit of a different view. I don't know when it's going to happen. We're still working on it, but we're adding a room onto the house that I'm in right now, and it's going to be a dedicated studio space. It's going to have acoustic insulation in it, and all kinds of other stuff. It's a really pretty room. I'll make a whole video about it and probably post it on the podcast channel. I know that Iguana's just fucking... This is so loud. But yeah, I'll make a dedicated video about that. That is going to happen. So we're going to have our own space for the podcast. And then beautiful things are going to happen. I want to make this podcast a lot more like higher production value. I don't know.
And we definitely can and will. So look forward to that, people, because it's coming.
Yes, but definitely go watch the video portion of Friends with Hobbies. I started with that one because it's in a different place. It was at Dylan's house. And it's me, Dylan, and Hunter instead of just me and Caleb. And I don't know, I thought that would be a really entertaining one to start with video.
They're a lot funnier than me.
Debatable. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm curious because I don't think you've ever told me. But how important was Thanksgiving to your family when you were a kid?
Literally not at all, because we weren't allowed to celebrate it.
Okay.
But oddly enough, we always had like a big family dinner around Thanksgiving, usually involving turkey.
Oh, so you'd have Thanksgiving, but it wasn't Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
One of those.
Cultural appropriation. Damn. I always had Thanksgiving. We always had Thanksgiving. We always did. We're Hispanic, so we always had like Hispanic things on the table. In addition,
apparently it's traditional in Mexican culture to make mole, per Jose.
We didn't do mole. We always did tamales.
Okay.
But yeah, we always had those, and then we also had the regular stuff. So the turkey, the stuffing, the sidebar. This isn't in the questions. Stuffing or dressing?
Stuffing.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. I can't read my questions. What's your fondest Thanksgiving memory?
My fondest Thanksgiving memory. I only have a few to draw from, but let me try to pull it out. I'm trying to remember. Was that there? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, that's nice and warm and fuzzy and happy. Well, I think it was probably one of my earlier Thanksgivings, like maybe like my second Thanksgiving, when I was living with Amanda, and I went with her family to her grandmother's house for Thanksgiving. And it's not like nothing really special happened, but it was just like so warm, and they made me feel part of their family, and that was like a nice first thing for me, even though I was like some weird stranger living in, her granddaughter's house. It was really nice. And we all sat down and around the table, and it was like your traditional Thanksgiving with the turkey and the stuffing and the cranberry sauce and all the other fixins that you would expect.
Yeah.
And it was all new to me because my actual first Thanksgiving was in my sister's shitty small apartment, and she like made a turkey and burnt it, and there was like no other food, and it was just a weak Thanksgiving. So that was like my first real Thanksgiving, and it was very nice.
Huh. I think my fondest Thanksgiving memory was here. Actually, I think it was just a couple Thanksgivings ago. Mm-hmm. Everyone came over, so like the extended family and all of that. I mean, we usually do that. My grandparents' house is usually like where everyone goes for Thanksgiving. But yeah, everyone came over. We made tamales for the first time in a few years. I think this was also after my grandma passed away. Mm-hmm. So it was like the first time everyone was together. We made like tamales, and everyone, there was no fighting for once.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. There was no fighting. We didn't nothing caught on fire. All the dishes came out just fine. Like everything just worked. Yeah, I don't know. That one was good. I taught one of my, they're not really siblings, but I kind of feel like they are because they're like the same age. I think they're actually a year younger than Aaron and Ryan. Mm-hmm. But I taught them, at least one of them, a little bit about like photography. Like I just let him run around with my camera, and he actually took some pretty decent pictures.
Nice. I've seen some of those pictures now that I think about it.
Yeah, the one with the pumpkin pie, the knife sitting on top. Yeah. I'll probably insert that in the video portion of this, so you got to watch it on YouTube if you want to see that buttery deliciousness. Yeah, I don't know. That was a good one. No one was like trying to kill anyone. It was nice. Sorry guys, I'm reading these off of my phone. So in the audio format, all of these little spaces will be cut out, but in the video format, just to keep the editing down, all of these little gaps where like there's no sound, we're just gonna leave there.
Yeah.
Because at least there's like substance to fill it in because you're watching the video.
I mean, it's totally entertaining seeing us like fiddle around with our fingers and phones, right?
Yeah, totally.
I'll do something entertaining as like a bonus Easter egg for the video watchers. You guys can't hear this at all, but I'm sure it's like funny.
Fascinating. I'm gonna insert some weird sound effect. What's your favorite dish?
What's my favorite dish? Obviously pumpkin pie. Like hands down.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't love pumpkin pie? Or is that like a different question for what's your favorite dessert? Because my favorite dessert is the pumpkin pie. But if I had to go with the food, I mean, I really love turkey legs, so.
Ooh, yes. Especially really juicy ones. Like, yes. Oh my God. Yeah, pumpkin pies. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say I always get one of the legs.
Yeah, a pumpkin pie is good. I think my favorite, if we're talking like typical Thanksgiving food, it's got to be stuffing or dressing. I don't know. Dressing is like a Southern thing.
What even is dressing? Help me understand.
Dressing and stuffing are the same thing.
Oh, is it just the terminology?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same thing. It's just two names for the same thing, but dressing is wrong. Here's why. When you make stuffing like the right way, like from scratch, it goes inside of the bird. Yeah, so you could argue that the dressing is stuffed, or that the stuffing is dressed in turkey.
Good point. Turkey was the dressing.
Turkey is the dressing for the stuffing. Yeah.
Okay.
The turkey, the stuffing, God damn it, the stuffing is wearing a nice little turkey coat because it's inside.
What if we did like one of those modern...
Oh, a deconstruction.
Yeah, a deconstruction where we actually put the stuffing around the turkey.
Well, some people do that.
Like clothes. Not like around, but like literally make like an outfit out of stuffing and dress the turkey in it.
We could probably do that. But then it wouldn't be dressing because you don't call what you wear dressing, you call it clothing.
Yeah, it would be more like a spread.
Yeah, it'd be like a spread or clothing, stuffing clothing. It's just dressing is wrong. It sounds wrong to me. But yeah, that's my favorite like typical Thanksgiving food. My favorite like Mexican Thanksgiving food that we make is tamales.
Those are delicious, and if you haven't had them, you need to.
If you haven't had homemade tamales, first, okay. Let's take a step back. right? There are some frozen tamales at like Walmart and shit like that. They're pretty fucking good.
I've been spoiled.
Nothing beats a fucking homemade tamale. Nothing.
Okay, so let me tell you something. If you live in or near a city, drive through this city until you see Latino-looking people selling food out of their cars. Go up to these people and buy their food. It will be the best, most authentic Hispanic food that you have ever had in your life. Not even, probably the best food you've ever had in your life.
Yeah. If you're one of these, if you're one of these, what do I like to say? Culinarily deprived people. I guess I really should say gastronomically deprived people. And you've never had anything other than whatever fucking white people eat.
Mac and cheese and chicken fingers.
You need to go do what Caleb said. Go find some Mexicans selling food out the back of their car and buy as much of that shit as you possibly... Well, don't do that because they'll hate you. But...
No, they'll love you. They want your money.
They want your money, but at the same time, the other Mexicans lining up to get their tamales are going to hate you. Yeah. Because they're going to be like, what the fuck is this white person, this fucking Blanco doing over here?
Pinche gringo.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, do that. They're delicious. Nothing beats a fucking homemade tamale. Nothing. Nothing in this entire world.
It's true.
Which do you prefer? Thanksgiving? Like Thanksgiving with family? Or Friendsgiving?
Friendsgiving. Because I have no family.
Yeah, these are all easy for you, aren't they? Yeah, this is a very black and white thing for you. Friendsgiving. Definitely Friendsgiving. Having like family and everyone is mostly because of like the quantity and quality of the food. That fucking iguana, man. The like quantity and quality of the food is awesome. But yeah, having like friends around, like people that I don't want to kill at any given moment during the day, that's even better.
I mean, that being said, one of the things, maybe I'm just sick, but one of the things that I would have liked to experience is that legendary tension at like family Thanksgiving dinners that happen because everybody knows each other and not everyone likes each other. And you don't get that at Friendsgiving. Like everyone's just having like a good time, but I want to see that drama because I love drama and I just haven't gotten to.
Yeah. Be fortunate. Be thankful that you didn't have to experience any of that because yeah. Do you go out for Black Friday or do you just kind of stay home and avoid the madness?
These days I stay home and avoid the madness, but when I was a youngin', there were a couple times I did go out for Black Friday, and the things that I saw were incredible.
Oh yeah.
The crowds of people, like hordes of zombies in World War Z, like pressed up against the storefront of Walmart, and then the employees outside, like waiting, like scared soldiers, and then when the time finally came and they opened the floodgates, the people just rushing in like animals, and the employees literally jumping up and down, clapping and cheering them on as they trampled over each other, scrambling madly to grab boxes and microwaves. And I have personally witnessed a 300-pound black woman body slam a frail mid-20s white guy to the floor to grab a microwave that he was about to take. So that was quite entertaining.
Holy shit. I can't even say that I haven't experienced that because I have. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't go out for Black Friday anymore. Last year did it for me. We Ubered to the mall, and the moment we were about to get out of the car, some woman walked around the corner and another woman was like waiting, and she like instantaneously just ran around the corner and grabbed this other woman's purse, and then out of nowhere these two cops come and they just grabbed this woman and like picked her up and slammed her down on the ground and fucking handcuffed her, and she was out of there in like it was fucking amazing.
Black Friday gets wild.
Black Friday is insane. I broke my phone on Black Friday one time. Ooh. So we were in close proximity to a fight, like a legit fight that was happening at Concord Mills Mall. And someone, I guess like one of the guys who was fighting bumped into someone, and that person bumped into me, and it was like dominoes. I fell against a wall and my phone, you know how like the insides of malls have that ridiculous fucking that brick with like textures and stuff on it. The screen of my phone was facing out of my pocket, and my leg just hit that part of the wall and it just cracked the screen.
Oh,
yeah, I was super fucking pissed. So this one's gonna be fun. So I think each of us should give a take at this. I don't think we should try to help each other with this one.
Okay.
Try to explain. Hold on.
This should be interesting.
Try to explain Thanksgiving and Black Friday to someone from another country, to someone who has never experienced any of it.
Okay. Thanksgiving is basically just like a big meal that you have with people that you're close to, whether it's your family or friends, or sometimes you get like invited to like a stranger's house or something like that, and you go with like your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like a really big meal, and it's supposedly based on, in the beginning and the founding of our country, before like it ever even was the United States, about the Pilgrims coming over and like breaking bread and making peace with the local Native Americans, at the time referred to as Indians. But like all that stuff is kind of like bullshit. They still teach you that in like elementary school.
Yeah.
But like all that's bullshit. The holiday is still nice though, because the food is really good. But yeah, it's just like a big dinner that's supposed to be about making peace with the people around you and sharing food together and like just being peaceful and thankful. Now, because I usually have my Thanksgiving with friends, it usually is peaceful. And then the thankfulness thing is just kind of like this lame, everybody goes around and says what they're thankful for, and it's always like awkward and weird.
Yeah.
But as I understand, the actual fights and tensions that break out during Thanksgiving between families are legendary. So, yeah. As for Black Friday, I'm going to think about that while you're responding for your description of Thanksgiving to non-Americans.
Oh, okay. So, Thanksgiving, hold on, I was too busy listening to you. Thanksgiving it's always the third Thursday? Last Thursday? Mm-hmm. It's the last Thursday of whatever month it is right now. November?
Yeah.
See, I can't even remember the date that it's on.
But it's not the last Thursday of November, because it's the 22nd this year.
You're right.
And
it's the third. It's the third Thursday. That's what I thought.
But I also thought it was the last Thursday.
No,
and then when I was checking my calendar, I was like, why is it the 22nd? Because I have this memory of it like almost usually being like the 28th or something like that.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always on the third Thursday, I guess, of November. All your family, usually like you host your family or you go to a family member's house who's hosting everyone. Everyone gets together. You help each other cook food. Everyone sits down. You can dress up. Some families do it super fancy and like everyone dresses up and you set the table and you make the house look all nice. Or you could do it the way we do it and everyone just comes. I
find it is representative of, you really, based on how the Thanksgiving goes, you really get a flavor of the people that you're with. Like how it's presented, what food is there. There's definitely traditional dishes that are in most Thanksgivings, like the turkey and the stuffing and the pies and stuff like that. But like when you go to different people's houses, you will experience Thanksgiving as a different entity.
Yeah.
And it's a glimpse into the group.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone, people typically have like their favorite dishes, but there's always the typical stuff like Caleb just said. And then, everyone just sits around, you go around, you say what you're thankful for. And all of this, like Caleb said, is supposed to be representative of how the Pilgrims thanked the Native Americans for, supporting them and helping them survive when they first landed here, which is complete and utter bullshit. The white people came here with guns and murdered all of the Native Americans. But they still teach you the other way in elementary school.
Yep.
Because I hate this country. That's another thing entirely. And then, do you want to go for Black Friday or should I just keep going?
You can keep going if you want, because I have a very short description of Black Friday.
And then Black Friday is basically where you take all of the sentiments of Thanksgiving and throw them right out the fucking window. Okay, they go right in the fucking trash, and you are the greediest, most terrible version of yourself that you could possibly fucking be as you go to your local Walmart or shopping mall and destroy people for menial discounts on electronic devices and clothing and material objects. So it's basically, Black Friday is basically this thing where these companies are supposed to have, all these stores are supposed to have really, really amazing deals, like sales on all of their products. So everyone rushes to the malls, rushes to Walmart. Of course, these deals aren't actually that good because they inflate the price during the year and then drop it back down to normal, MSRP. But anyway, psychology.
Yeah.
And
It's
people destroy each other for like $1 off of a fucking big screen TV. It's ridiculous.
We're not exaggerating either. Black Friday gets violent. Like, often if it's like a big store or like a mall or something, they'll have like cops there on patrol because they know violence is going to happen.
And looting, like stealing. People steal. People die. People get trampled to death on Black Friday.
Yeah, it's just like a sales team or a marketing team's wet dream. It's entirely designed to just make money off of people. And it's just a big, if Thanksgiving is like the quintessential peaceful meal, Black Friday is a feeding frenzy.
Black Friday is the polar opposite of Thanksgiving, both in terms of like sentiment and in terms of violence, I guess, like physical. I don't know. People attack people.
Yeah.
Like people,
all the passive aggression that they were holding in on Thanksgiving gets released as active aggression on Black Friday.
To complete strangers.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, I've watched people get slammed into the ground. I myself.
It's probably a lot more representative of the origins of this country, to be honest.
Yeah, I would absolutely. And here's the stupid thing: Black Friday doesn't even start on so it's supposed to start when it first started.
But don't they have like Cyber Wednesday or something now?
Okay, look. Here's how this started. It started as, do we have time for this?
As I understand it, Black Friday was like an actual Catholic holiday, but now it's been like taken over by the corporatocracy.
Yeah, so it was supposed to start midnight of the Friday after Thanksgiving. So everyone would like line up at the malls and wait until midnight. Now that shit starts at like fucking 6 o'clock, 2 goddamn days before Thanksgiving. It's ridiculous. So people are like there, but people still wait until midnight on Friday.
I don't know if
to kill each other.
Yeah, I don't know if other countries have this kind of thing, but like one of the interesting things that you'll find is you will see people camping outside of stores, like with tents and everything, just waiting for the exact moment that the doors are opened so that they can just.
You see that at the big box stores like fucking like Lowe's, Home Depot, fucking Best Buy, Bass Pro Shops, all those places. I don't know if Bass Pro Shops is like, I don't know if we have any international people, but if we do, Bass Pro Shops is like an outdoors kind of store, like hunting and fishing kind of thing. People like line up in tents and wait in the cold overnight to get into these stores at exactly midnight on Friday because they gotta have the best deals on their fucking whatever the fuck you get at Bass Pro Shops.
It's pretty fantastic. I mean, it's horrible, but it's fantastic.
It's funny to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible to watch when you hear that someone got trampled. You're just like, how could you as a human being trample another human being? And then you know, if you're like us, you think of the psychology of the thing and you're just like, it's simple group mentality.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the herd.
It's just the herd.
It's the herd going into a stampede. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's disgusting, really. I think that's it. That was a short episode. You've been listening to Sidewalk Confessionals. Happy listening, and have a nice day.